Bro, it's like cat and mouse. It was nuts. I'm running, I've stopped, I've looked, I've seen them. I'm like, shit, let me hide behind the wall. Then I've carried on getting up again. It was like a game, bro. It was like San Andreas, dog. It was mad. So I'm running now. I've stopped behind the car. I was like, shit, I could hear them all breathing, bro. It was mad. There he is. But I weren't there. But they thought that it was me there, but it weren't me there. But I'm preeing them, but they're not preeing me because I'm preeing them. They don't know where I am. It was nuts. So then 2-2s, I've come out now. But I've come out too soon. Situation, it upsets me more like than the first one, because it's like you tried to kill me, innit? It's mad, and it really upsets me because I'm like, raw, like you really left me for dead, bro. Mum and dad flew me to Trinidad for 4 months, innit? Because I'm still kind of young, and it's a bit of everyone's panicky, innit? Was there for 4 months. I come back now, so this is where it starts now. Like, I got stabbed the day I come off the plane now.
You're joking.
Yeah, kid you not, bro. The moment I got like laid down in the water and come back up, I was reborn again. Literally, I've not stopped chasing God since that day.
New questions every day. How's a brother supposed to sleep?
Listen, I give youngers books.
Trying to educate myself as I'm running through these streets.
There's no such thing as black and black crime.
You can hit us in the DMs if you want the smoke. Pew, pew, pew.
Not sure where the conversation's gonna go.
But did you do your research? Yeah, I wanna know.
That's the life of a domino. It's the
Domino
domino
effect.
effect.
Back in for another week. We're in here with Sumotherhood actor Jerome DeRouge, bro.
Come on.
Thank you for coming down, man.
Love my guys.
Heard a lot from Eddie. He said he's got an interesting story. So
Yeah.
good to speak about it, and the progression to
Yeah.
how you are now and featuring in some big blockbuster films.
Yeah.
I was saying off cam, Motherhood is like, it's a blast from the past. It's like a nostalgic for the millennials.
Yeah.
You know, that,
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
It's that London experience. Isn't it?
Yeah. Coming from kidulthood to adulthood, the growth, and yeah, man, what it's about.
It's beautiful still.
But then, yeah, we got on my left, we got a plant-based warrior,
Come on. Big up the meatless
the
crew.
vegan dickhead.
Haters gonna
Burna
hate.
Boy from Wish.
You.
No, I love it.
We're back.
So Ed's, aka Eddie Christian.
Come on.
Man. Then we got me, the most masculine host of the
Don't
pod.
let him gas you, blood. This guy lies his high on fucking dating apps, bro. Not anymore. What he did.
Yeah, he had to put a couple inches on there.
Yeah, me.
It was hard times. But yeah, so we're inside talking a bit about your story.
Breezy, what do you forget?
Oh, I forgot again. Oh my days.
Every fucking episode, bro. Do you know what I
I
mean?
remember last time though. Yeah, fuck. Without further ado, let's get ready to domino.
Listen,
I love it.
Love that.
Is that the train? Is that the train? That is.
Yeah, I think that's the best reaction we got so far.
Yeah.
Most people just like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah. Come on, man's ready. You get it? It's that Rocky Balboa-ish. You get it?
Up the stairs, bro. Do you get me?
I love it.
But listen, we're back again with another fantastic guest. You know we keep bringing you great guests. So all we ask is that you like, share and subscribe. Innit? Yeah, we congratulated you lot last week for getting us to 10K, but that's the first milestone. We did say by the end of this year we hit 10K, so we hit it early. So again, we appreciate you for all the support. But now it's all about getting to the next one, isn't it? 50 then 100. So carry on supporting us. We're working on a lot of different things, and only support's going to help us get us there faster. But with that said, do you have the analytics to hand?
Yeah, so as you said, we've got 10K on Instagram, 10K on YouTube. Going back to the 50K on TikTok before we removed, and it's just a work in progress. Once we go viral again, as we always do on TikTok, it just comes in a big wave. So thank you guys for supporting. And things are still popping off, and we've just got more content coming for you. We might be in a new studio soon, so we're gonna upgrade all the shit. So
We might be doing a live show as well. We got to pull our trousers up.
Box Park, isn't it?
January. But let's not speak too soon. We have to edit that bit out. Do you know what I mean? But just start speaking. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we got something. We potentially got something cooking up in it. So yeah, he's not stay ready for that one. It's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? But yeah, go on, let's do this. So.
But yeah, Jerome, man, we just wanted to talk about really today about your life and how you got into acting and like get a bit James English with it. Like, where did it begin?
Yeah. Boy, where do I start, man? So I've been singing and acting since the age of 6. I went to an acting school called Bowden's.
From 6 years old, you went.
Yeah.
Oh, mad. Did you? Is that because you had an interest, or did your parents?
Do you know what? Parents.
Okay.
Because I always tell people, like, you see, when you're young, like, you don't know what you want to do. You know, like, you always kind of just, you're happy-go-lucky, and it's always like, even with my kids, I let them get on with what they want to get on with, obviously within reason, that it's beneficial, but like, just let a kid explore. So I think that's what my mum and dad let me do, and I think they realised that I was very creative. One would say, like, I'm always pinging off the walls, like, literally, one would say, like, to the point they thought I had ADHD, bro, because I'm very active. But it doesn't always need to insinuate that. It could just mean that this person has just got so much high energy and loving what he does. So, like, literally from the age of 6 till, I believe, double digits, 10, acting school, and every part that I got casted for, it was a singing role. So from then onwards, I just kind of, the acting went away, and like the singing just stayed at an all-time high. Do you understand? So it was always touch and go throughout life, because like I always say, everything's consistency. But with a child, you don't know what you want to become or what you want to do. You just do things, and if it suits you, it suits you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you need to try in order to then find out your end goal of what you want to become. So yeah, that's how it started on that sense as a child. I did play a few parts, like when I was a kid, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Bugsy Malone.
So when you start to discover this is what you wanted to do, did your parents guide you in a certain direction? Because I believe that whilst you should allow your kid to explore, to decide an avenue that they want to go down, it's also important that the parents, when they discover that thing, that there's the guidance there to push them in a particular direction.
Yes, yeah. One thing I will say is I've not got that narrative of my dad wasn't there for me. I've been born and raised in a broken home. I'm not going to say that, because it's very cliched, you know. But so I can actually say that my mum and dad were there for me. Very good, decent role models.
So they were married, and
okay. They were married. They've split now, but still good parents. They co-parent, whatever, blah blah blah. But like you just said, it's always good to nurture your child and guide them through the steps. So you see, it's always good to be a good parent. It's not just about materialistic stuff. For me, being a good parent is about being there for them, expressing, showing love. That's what a child needs. Because I've noticed that, like, little things like them taking me to drama school, like, I've seen it even in movies. I know it sounds weird, but it's like I've seen it in movies, and these things happen in reality, where you'll see in the movie that the child is so good at something. It could be football, it could be netball, it could be singing, but they have to go to rehearsals by themselves in the pouring rain. And I use the example of a film is because I've literally seen it in real life and in the film as well. But I was very fortunate to have my parents take me to training. Football, I used to play football as well. Take me to football training, take me to vocal training, take me to acting. So it made me feel good. Look, my parents are here, while there were other kids without their parents there. And obviously we're not to know or understand, but they don't know and understand, but it could suppress them as well. So yeah, on that sense of what you said, it was really good, because they were there for me. As much as verbally saying, oh look, we can get him into this, they were there, literally, like, there for me. You know what I'm saying, innit? So yeah, man, that was good. It was good. For me, is, you know what, when you're growing up as a child, because a lot of us have gone through domestics, and it's crazy because obviously, just touching on, like, I'm 36 now, and like, where
domestics in between your parents, I've seen that.
Okay, yeah. So it's like, people don't understand, like, there's a terminology, childhood trauma, and like, as you get older, if you identify and witness a lot of domestics as a child, it's in your head. It's like imprinted in your head, and
the way you respond to things.
There we go.
Like, sometimes the way I've responded to things in the past, it makes me sick. But then I look back and it reminds me of things that I've seen. I'm like, why am I responding this way? Yeah. And certain things trigger me to a level that shouldn't trigger someone else. Yeah. So I hear that. Yeah. And it's like, my mum and dad used to argue quite a lot, consistently. So it will damage a child mentally, especially emotionally, more emotionally. So when there has been times at my age, like, where I may have argued in front of my children, with the mothers of my children, when you're in the moment and it's all about responding, you never react to anything, because reacting to something is
impulsive.
You just took the words out of my mouth. Because when you react, that means you're acting out of impulse, which means you can make irrational decisions. And when you make irrational decisions, it's then just it is your ego, because you feel deflated in a battle with somebody, and it's all about controlling your feelings and emotions, which is so easier said than done, because when you're in a situation, you want to respond, because that's the ego.
That's 100%. And there's one thing I always talk about is self-awareness. So if you have that level of self-awareness to understand that in this particular situation, this thing's going to jar me.
Yes.
And once you're aware that these particular things jar you, not cool, I'm having one of those moments.
Yes.
Let me just think about the situation.
Yeah.
But often enough, people don't take the time to reflect on what it is that causes problems in their lives. So like, with me, whenever I've been in a situation, for example, like where I've argued with a girl, I'll be like, I'll ask myself later, that got to me.
Yeah.
Why did it get to me? What's going on here?
Yeah.
What is it about this particular thing that was said to me that affects me in such a way that I reacted this way?
Yeah.
And I keep digging and digging and digging. And once I understand what that thing might be or what it is, that can't affect me no more.
Yeah.
So I'm having the same conversation and I can just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Now when we're both in a place where I can actually get my point across, then we can reach the solution we're looking for.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like dealing with me growing up, dealing with certain type of women. It's like they brought something out of me that I didn't even know I had, and it reminds me of certain figures from the past, and I'm just like, so certain women I've like had to cut off because I'm like, you bring a side out of me which I just hate and detest, like the fact that you can trigger me to that point.
Yeah, where you're doing such things that, and I was saying that to somebody the other day, people know what they're doing. You see, and then this then stems to all the mindsets, the subconscious mind, the analytical mind, and the conscious mind. People consciously know what they're doing. Now, for instance, it's like, okay, I'm a strong believer. I'm a mentor and a motivational speaker and a therapist. So I love helping people. This is a gift that God's given me. So for me, I'm naturally born to just be clean-hearted, clean soul, pure, and just help where I can. Now, I always try and tell people, look, listen, like, it costs nothing to send someone a message in the morning. Hey, how you doing? Not even so much in the morning, throughout the day. Hey, how you doing? Now, for the time spent on Instagram and social media, when people say, oh, I'm busy, I say it, but it's to a degree of how busy are you? There's 24 hours in a day. Now, when you can find so much time to be on social media, for example, you've still found that time to go on social media, which takes up a lot of our time to navigate your mindset through that. But then the people that you claim you care about, you can't check in. And the way that this world is at the moment is so corrupt, bro. We need to keep continuing to spread love. There's so much going on. Now, I think I've had so much love to give because I've worn my heart on my sleeve. I still do, but I'm very selective with who I wear my heart on my sleeve with, because I lost myself. I lost touch of who I was. I denied myself. I denied my own love. I was giving. I didn't understand, but I was happy because I felt accepted, which then stems to validation. Now, it's all about internal validation,
but
not external.
In these circumstances that you felt you lost yourself, what are you talking about in the ends with the man them? Are you talking about in relationships? Are you talking about all sorts, like, what exactly are you talking about?
All above. Now, being in the ends with the man them, being involved in gang violence, being stabbed, being shot at, had acid thrown in my face, so that traumatized me. Then feeling like these boys ain't my friends, man. They don't care about me. But you don't know at the time because you are accepted. And this is what I try and talk to these young kids about when I go to the schools and do motivational talks. Don't now be another statistic, because what will happen is that once you get yourself in that place of a dark area of your life, what happens is it's easy to get in, but it's hard to get out. Now, it's crazy because you want to be accepted. You want that validation from your peers, your friends, who now become your family. You forget your family at home, whatever the reason may be. Some people may not have family, so I'll base it on that. And you've got your family at home, but you just want to be in the in crowd. It's not worth it. I've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt, and I know that I wasn't cut from that cloth. I'm not a bad boy, but it was a case factor of I wanted to fit in.
So did you have any siblings?
Yeah, there's 6 of us all together.
So there's 6 siblings, so quite a big family.
Yeah.
2 parents were there for how long of their life, would you say?
Well, 2 are...
How long were they married before they separated?
My mum and dad?
Yeah.
I was I was still in school uniform, I remember, because the day that they split up, I was on my way home from school and a lot was going on. But I don't know how long ago it was, I know how long ago it was, but I can't remember what year. But I was still in uniform.
Okay, cool. So what was it that would you say drove you to the road life? Just because you had the big family.
Yeah.
You had siblings. Your parents were together for a certain duration of time. I'd still argue that the fact you was in school would still have an impact on your psychology.
Yes. And not being able to focus properly.
And not being able to focus properly. So I think that would also be very important. But then, what would you say was the driving point for wanting to be a part of that?
I'll be honest with you. My mum and dad were arguing so much, bro, that I started committing self-harm.
Serious?
At the age of, I remember now, it was between, I think it was 9. Now, what's a 9-year-old doing?
How do you even know
what to do? Think with self-harm. So something wasn't right in my head. I was scared. I was getting bullied at school, by the way. Coming home to then be hearing that. So that's one for one to take, too much for one to take in at the age of 9. You're getting bullied at school.
What were you getting bullied for at school?
I don't know.
Or just stupid because where they just like...
It was older, just being picked on.
Yeah, it was like the older man just felt like we're just going to bully.
So...
And what, these men looked after you?
No. This was in school, but these were just... You see what it is, You see what I've come to realise, For me, when people's mindset is touched in such a certain way of nastiness, and toxicity, those are the nasty, evil people that jealousy stems in them. Now... You see me, I'm very woke that you just don't know how many people that are out there cutting their eye at you behind closed doors because they resent you so much because of your energy. Do you know materialistic stuff mean shit all? Do you know the most biggest, baddest man in the room could be in the room, but somebody could walk in. Brother, it's happened. I've walked in the room, but it's my energy, my aura that is so uplifting that it could crush him because of his level of thinking. So when I'm in school these times, I'm a kid thinking, why am I being picked on? I always had the latest trainers, cool. I always had the latest little mobile phone, cool. Maybe that was the reason. I don't know. But why me? Why was it me that was getting picked on all the time? To the point that I remember that it was messing with my head. So my uncle and my dad came down and just the boy got moved to, innit? That was it. And I was a kid because no one's parents want to hear or see their child getting bullied. To a point, I'm scared to go in school, but then I had to go to school because I didn't want to be at home because my mum and dad are arguing. But I'm going home, getting a glass, smashing it and slicing my arm. Why are you knowing to do that at the age of 9? So my head was so messed at that time, I wasn't telling nobody. It was only because my mum was like, why is your arm, like, what's going on? You get me? It was mad, bro. It was mad. So there was so much trauma going on from such a young age that I didn't deal with up to the later stages of my life, to the man that I am now, with the ongoings of more stuff happening. Bro, if that's not dealt with, you will turn psychotic. I'm telling you.
It's interesting because you mentioned the cliche of the situation of I'm not the type of person to say, well, my parents went there, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But the traumatic experiences that you suffered emulate the experiences of those who were born into single parent homes or situations where they had negative relationships with their parents. Because it's like, cool, your parents didn't intentionally do these things, but the byproducts of their actions still dramatically impacted who you was.
Yeah, as a person. There we go.
But bringing it on the time, like, how did it? Because obviously you paint a picture of, obviously you was, even you had a lot of energy. You was obviously had a heart in your sleeve. Like I say, probably a sweet boy, as a lot of us are when they're kids. How did it suddenly manifest into you getting involved in gang violence? I
think I didn't feel that nurturing and love at home. I'll be honest. I didn't. Even though I know that my mum and dad loved me. But
did they love you materialistically or did they love you physically?
My mum loved me. Yeah. My dad was very much materialistic. He's very what's the word? He's emotionally unavailable.
Yeah. But that's like most black fathers though.
Yes.
But that's most black
it's
fathers.
Mad that I'm different. When I tell you, bro, I've got so much love to give. I'm able to hug my kids to the point they're getting older now. Like when I kiss them,
they're like, move, man.
So I'm looking at them like, raw, like you're my kid though still, but they're getting older. I'm like, raw, but I love them. It's that kids feed off it. You get me? I still get my kids things that they want. Yeah, I've spoilt them, but now as they're getting older, it's all about discipline. all about discipline, because obviously they say, like, when your parents say, like, don't brock your kids bad, innit? I've done it with my kids, but because I've put a chop on it now and it's all about discipline now, they're thinking, oh, like, how come daddy's not being Mr. Nice Guy? It's not that. I need you to understand that when you do go into this real world, it's not just about materialistic stuff.
You need to learn to deal with adversity.
There we go. And it may come. And it may come.
It will come.
It will come.
Everybody has to
it
face
will
it in
come.
different ways.
Yeah, exactly that. So I think my parents were... My dad, like we said, was emotionally unavailable, and he always used to buy me things. If I was to talk to my dad even now about a situation, I'll call you back, someone's calling me. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm 36, but I still need someone to talk to. You're my dad, I should be able to talk to you. It's mad weird, bro. It's mad weird.
So I think because obviously, yeah, you've had a mad traumatic experience, which has led you down a particular path. But I also think that for the development or the benefit of the conversation, because too often do we talk about the gang stuff, but not the solutions of what comes of it. And obviously, you've had quite a good outcome. You found the Lord. That's also another thing I want to mention as well. Is that when did you start to like realize that
change needs to come?
But then with that said,
I want to do it in a time now. I don't want to skip ahead. Then
so but with that done, so like from the situation where you're in school, you're getting bullied, your uncles come and battered up the youths, cool. Where does it start to get peak in the sense of like stabbings and shootings?
So when I did leave school, like from that moment, I just started moving bad. Like,
so it wasn't year 9; it was actually after school.
Yeah,
most people year 9, year 8 is where it starts. So
kind of the year after. Yeah. As a GCSEs.
Okay.
So I'm bunking, I'm missing school now. I'm doing that stuff, the whole just not going to school, then slowly hanging around with people and just going out on the weekend, saying I'm going here, but I'm not, I'm going there. Then when I did finish school now, I went to M4 College now to study IT. And then when you're 16 when you finish, right? GCSEs 15 16. Yeah. Okay, so I done my GCSEs, I passed. All right, cool, boom, 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 boom. So then from the age of 18, by then I'm angry now. I'm just angry. I'm angry now because...
Are you still acting?
No, by then it's finished
Also
now.
done,
Because there was a gap that I was saying, and this was the gap now. So I'm just being a teenager now, just linking bare girls, just going out on the weekends, coming home late, lying to my parents now, just finding extra reasons to not want to go home because of the longevity of the mental abuse and the arguing and getting away. Anyway, cut long story short, 18's come now. I've got my first car now. Cool. But then I'm hanging around with people in the Edmonton area now. So that's where it started to get very political now, because now I'm involved and associated in a gang now. Cool. So then obviously the ongoings with Tottenham and Edmonton, cool, it just started getting mad. But then it was very slow the way it started to build, because it was just car windows getting smashed. It wasn't the real bloodshed. The bloodshed didn't start then. It was minor car windows getting smashed, going outside people's houses, just shouting outside. Nothing too major. Cool. People's chains getting taken, whatever, blah, 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 this and that other. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then it kind of navigated into a different set of people getting into it from a different area code in Tottenham now. That's when it started getting political now. There's bloodshed now. So obviously there's just stabbings going on left, right and centre. Wherever it is, it's on site. Cool. Like, it's, you get us, we get you, you get us, we get you. But I was always somebody that wasn't one to hang around on the block, innit? I was always linking a different gal. I was always in every rave. And more time I weren't even with them and them. Sometimes I was doing whatever, but more time I'm just out and about, freelancing, forgetting what just happened yesterday. Thinking, I'm all right, bro, you're not all right, bro.
Just walking around with Willie on the shoulder.
Yeah, willingly after you know what happened yesterday and what you did, cool. But that's just always been something in my head. It's mad weird. Like, I'm not even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it for the sake of doing it, because I'm just with the in crowd. I'm not intentionally thinking I'm going to, you get me, certain man. It's just, it is willy-nilly and then just carrying on. All right, cool. So that's when I went to a club in Wood Green called KO. Don't know if you lot remember it time ago. Club KO used to be, then it was called Coochie on the high road.
The only clubs I went around there was, what was it, Warehouse?
Oh yeah, you know Warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place was like ghetto party.
The maddest house everywhere. near the Tesco's up at Edmonton, round the
when
back.
I saw something mad happen outside whenever I went, like you just hope it's not you.
Yeah.
Like, I saw someone run someone over in a car into a fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Mad, yeah, that warehouse place.
Is
It was
mad.
bizarre.
But yeah, go on.
But
sorry.
yeah, so like from that day, I remember it like it was yesterday. So obviously I've gone to KO now with a few people and I just got a new car again. So it's mad. So what I've done is I've parked my car in such a tight space. Cool. So obviously coming out, it's going to be headache now. Remember that, innit? Cool. Gone now with my jacket. But I'm thinking halfway through, boom, I've like gone outside now. But I've taken my jacket because I didn't want to put it in the cloakroom. Because after now, it's just long trying to get your jacket. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Me and I think 2 girls must have walked back to my car, followed me to my car, dropped, put the jacket in the car. Cool. As I'm walking back up now, like towards the high road of Wood Green, like I've seen some people coming towards me from a bend. Like say I'm walking up this way, they've come from that way, like towards me, like with balaclavas and stuff. So I'm looking around me now, thinking who they running after? Because they're running. So I'm thinking, okay, your automatic reaction goes into panic mode because no one wants to see a load of man them running with balaclavas with things in their hands. It's very intimidating. So yeah, yeah.
You know, like, oh yeah, no, I stayed in. No,
Yeah,
I'm not staying anywhere.
I'm winging. So I'm like, yo.
Then Twitch fibers start working.
You
Where
get it?
she?
So I'm like, cool. So I'm gone, but instead of running ahead of me or across the road to get, like, I've run back on myself, thinking car. But bro,
But your car's in a tight space.
here we go. So the girls are running, I'm running, they're running after me, but the girls are running after them, running after me now. It was like a movie. But I've got asthma now, so my body's giving in. I'm slowing down, I'm panting. All I felt was bye over my head now. Something hit over my head. Cool. So obviously I'm getting beaten up now. Boom, 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 boom. Getting stabbed up, whatever. But then there
How
was...
many times they stab you?
I've been stabbed 19 times altogether. So the first time was... my maths is good. The first time was 7 times. And then
That's
the
quite
rest...
a stab, like.
Yeah.
Was it like not bum stabs? They actually tried to.
No, body.
Body, actually.
Yeah, and the one on my head here, I got sliced.
Yeah.
So, like, that one. But God is good, you know, because as I'm getting beaten up, obviously, on one of the roads in Wood Green, Gladstone Avenue, yeah, the one of the... Obviously, it's just like rows of houses. I've obviously fell over and collapsed outside someone's house. So the woman's just looking like down, watching what's going on, filming it. She's helping me though. She's filming, but screaming, saying, get off him. So she's come downstairs now and she's video recording it for a reason initially to give to the police. So she's called the police. So she's helping me saying, get off him. Yeah. As an adult, she's recording it for the purpose of that. In our society now, or younger generation, you're filming it just to promote like some idiot thing. Yeah. So obviously, when you're in motion of doing what you're doing, you need to be aware of your surroundings, like you said. So the police are already on their way. They don't know this, but it's an in and out job. But obviously, one of them's pulled up their balaclava now. But remember, the girls have caught up now. So as they're running and getting closer now, the girls looked. Obviously, she said the name. I'm not going to say the name, but boom. I'm like, rah, yeah, all right, cool. So when I saw her and heard who it was, because remember, when you're getting beaten up and all that, yeah, you're not as much alert. You get
someone's stabbing you, you're thinking
survival mode. You're just not aware and you're drowsy and you've been concussion, but you're still with it, but you're not. But I saw a face and I was in utter shock who it was. I said, yeah, all right, cool, mad. So it just was a bit mad after that. But then obviously it weren't for me. What happened wasn't for me. The people that obviously, you know, when people go outside to smoke, and I don't smoke, but a couple of times I was going outside to catch a breath for fresh air, blah, blah, blah. I was standing with certain people, you get it? And them man, in Wood Green, where Metro Bank is, there's an alleyway that leads onto the road, the back road where I parked my car. They were scheming from probably set up shop for about an hour, plotting. So,
about how they were going to catch you?
No, who they were after.
Oh.
So where I was standing next to that person, they were beaming with binoculars, preying. But it all made sense after. Obviously, yeah, it was mad. So obviously that got laid to rest now. Cool, done. Obviously I found out who it was. Cool. So then my mum and dad flew me to Trinidad for 4 months, innit? Because I'm still kind of young and it's a bit of everyone's panicky, innit? Was there for 4 months. I come back now. So this is where it starts now. Like, I got stabbed the day I come off the plane now.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this is the movie now. So obviously, wait 1 minute, I need some water. So it's like this mad, you get it? Like, sorry. So boom now. Obviously, so I've come off now. I've come off the plane now. I've gone home, dropped off my suitcase, gone Nando's, done a couple errands. Then I've gone to a bar called Bar Ab in Waltham Cross. It's been closed down now because of my situation. I honestly believe in the depths of my heart someone set us up because I was with the man them again. So then obviously I'm in and out the club now, but you see me, like, I'm a very paranoid person. I'm still paranoid up to now, self-explanatory, but I'm much more aware. And you see, as you start to grow older, you start to mature when you want better for yourself. It's all stemmed on the environment that you're in, the company that you keep, and you start to feel much better within yourself and with life because you don't want to be on edge. Imagine my parents and family are on edge, but imagine how the person what it happened to is feeling. And I'm very paranoid, bro. But my motto is I stay paranoid to be on point. You get me? But to a degree now, I'm not as shaky as I was. I'm very sketchy at times, but it's cool. It's only certain things, but I stay paranoid to stay on point. That's just me. So my brethren, like we was outside now. We was outside now. Sorry. Yeah, we was outside now. So I'm like, my brethren come up to me running, was like, no, tell a lie. We went inside. He was outside on the phone. He's come running in saying, Small Man, that was my name then, innit? Small Man. So he's like, yo, Small Man, like, there's bare man outside with certain colour bandanas. You get it? So I don't want to implicate no one, but
Yeah, cool.
So like, rah, I've looked outside, brother. It looked like Spartans and the Vikings together coming for man. I said, rah, not again, man. So I've said to the bouncer, look, listen, it's about to be a massacre in about 10 seconds. Get me out of here now. Just know what's about to happen. It was that deep. So he's like, cool, he looked and he thought, shit. He's told the rest of security, but they're lightweight. What we saw coming up the road looked like a fucking smoothie, bro. Not even a movie, a smoothie, bro. It was mental. So it looked so intimidating. I said, rah. So I've gone through the back door now. Obviously, the man then jumped over fences, boom, at the back alley. But it's like they had a master plan because the back of the clubs and the shops and all that, there's an alleyway, which then led onto other roads. But when you come out at the back of there, you're in an alleyway and there's tall gates on either side. So in order to get in those alleyways, you need the key. If not, you've got to climb. But it was quite high. So if we've gone onto it and there's one here, in order to go left and right, we're going to have to get over it or get the key because what are you doing in the back there anyway? So it's like them man went in the alley. They scattered everywhere. So obviously, as I've gotten through the back now, I've climbed over a fence. Bro, it's like cat and mouse. It was nuts. I'm running. I've stopped. I've looked. I've seen them. I'm like, shit, let me hide behind the wall. Then I've carried on getting up again. It was like a game, bro. It was like San Andreas, dog. It was mad. So I'm running now. I've stopped behind the car. I was like, shit, I could hear them all breathing, bro. It was mad. There he is. But I weren't there. But they thought that it was me there. But it weren't me there. But I'm preeing them. But they're not preeing me because I'm preeing them. They don't know where I am. It was nuts. So then 2-2s, I've come out now. But I've come out too soon. I was like, So I've done a U-turn. What do you think I've run into?
Seen them.
No, I've ran into a dead-end alleyway. Dead-end alleyway.
Long.
So I said, yeah, this is it. I'm gone. This time I saw the blades, kitchens, everything. I said, yeah, I'm gone. Literally, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm done for. I'm gone. Like, and like, it's scary because this situation, it upsets me more like than the first one. Because it's like you tried to kill me, innit? Like, it's mad, and it really upsets me because I'm like, raw, like, you really left me for dead, bro. And it's just, see,
when you saw them, did you freeze up?
I froze as fuck, but I froze, but I ran back on myself. You go into panic mode. But imagine this, I forgot to say, there was girls there that I knew, that we all knew, just different girls. Imagine there was girls sitting in a car now that knew what was going on. They knew about this gang violence stuff, innit? The girl was calling my name, you know, to help me get in the car. And I had seconds to get in that car so she could get me away. But I'm panicking. I'm hearing my name, but I'm keeping my eye on them. I'm thinking, how am I going to get... I'm not processing it, but she's calling me like, and I remember it like it was yesterday. She was doing that, and then after, when I spoke to her, she's like, you do know that you had a good amount of seconds to get in the car and we could have got you away. But I'm not thinking like that at the time. I'm telling you, bro, when you're in that you're not thinking right. So then obviously that's what got me. I've done a U-turn and literally ran into a brick wall. Nowhere. I'm all trying to climb the wall, bro. I was that scared. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's it. So obviously I'm getting beaten up now. And you don't feel when you're getting stabbed. It's a fact. Because your body goes into overdrive and it tenses, and then your blood is flowing to a point of degree like you don't feel nothing. So obviously I'm just getting licks now. But I'm fighting back now. But then I've dropped on the floor. Cool, my body's giving in, I'm losing blood. But then all I remember them saying is, hey, you lot leave him, I think he's dead. But it wasn't that bad man, oh, he's dead. It was that, oh shit, we've killed him. I could hear. So then they run off, but I'm tapping out. Like, if I didn't crawl out of that alleyway, I would have died in that alleyway. The amount of blood that they said that I lost, yeah, they're like, what the hell? You know, when you see it on them casualty programs and after hours, 24 hours in A&E and all that, like, right, they will say, oh, you're lucky to be alive. But I'm not discriminating that, but sometimes they over-exaggerate it for the camera. But you see my thing, bro, I was on a life support machine for about 4 days. They're not allowed to turn it off without your parents' consent, but to a degree of, all right, it can't be on for too long because it costs them money. Like, that machine really does keep you alive. Without that machine, I would have been gone. So they when I remember the girl ran in, there was two girls, one of them ran in a hospital. I went to Chase Farm. They ran in, obviously said whatever. They come out with a stretcher. But when I'm telling you I'm tapping out, like, she's hitting me, innit? Because if I go to sleep, my body's going to shut down. Because when you go to sleep, your body shuts down, innit? You're still alert and awake.
But it relaxes.
It relaxes, yeah. So she's like, don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep. So she's just trying to wake me up. We've got to the hospital. They've dragged me out, put me on a stretcher. And I remember that there was a pregnant doctor that was leaving her shift. They've called her back in to help. And I just remember, all I remember was my body going up and down. So that they was resuscitating me, innit? And then, yeah, I woke up on the ward. Looked at myself in the mirror, I looked like a mess. Couldn't piss normally. I had a tube at me, things up my nose, my eyes, I was stabbed everywhere. I was looking like I weren't me. So I was like, rah. Saw my mum and dad. There was police there. It was a lot. Luckily, I was on my grandma's ward. She works in the hospital. They put me on her ward. So now imagine my grandma seeing me like that now. It's not a nice sight, is it? It's not a nice sight. But I read it through and I'm here today.
And that's the path where you start to find God.
Yeah. Not even straight away. Because I throughout it, then after that now, I got shot at. But it's like, okay, that was a mistake, by the way. Then I had acid.
By mistake, they thought you were someone else.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, for fuck's sake. Like, this is shit gonna end. This is some crucial shit. I'm really dodging death here, you get it? Then I had battery acid thrown in my face, burnt off my face. I was like, raw.
Serious?
But your face is healed though. Like,
Yeah. Like here, there is, can you see a couple dark?
Yeah.
There's a keloid somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know, can you see anything on that eye?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Did it hit you clean or did you manage?
Clean.
Clean. Or...
Like, it was like here. But we went to, I don't know if you lot know a club called Liquid in area, Watford, back in the day.
Watford, yeah, I know Liquid. Yeah. That's like baptism of fire. I grew up in like the Luton, Hertfordshire area.
Yeah.
So like when you turn 18,
that's where you go and to the uni raves. Yeah. So we went there, cool. Going back to the car, but there was a lot of guys there that were having beef with other guys. So everyone's gone to the car park. So it was like a whole loads of man them, and it was an accident.
You know what? That's a melting pot because you got man from Luton coming there. Then you got all the man from outside of like on the edge of North, like Enfield, Edmonton.
Yeah,
all in, and they're all bucking up. In one place.
Yeah.
You know what I see? It's like, you know, when you go Romford and you get man from Leighton and you get man from Newham all bucking up.
And there's one club in Romford.
Up in Romford. And then,
there was one in Romford. The one in Luton was always hot.
Yeah, but Luton, that's where they stopped the
always
going out
hot.
in Luton. There
was a bait rave in Romford, like you're saying, Luton and Watford, an area in that.
What was it? Sh0t
Oceana and area.
Yeah.
Okay, you know. Yeah, it's just like everyone was there. Going to the car now, all I heard was, oi, whoom.
Serious?
When I tell her screaming, I was, ah!
Yeah, that must hurt, bro.
It was going like that.
How'd you get off?
First, I was running up and down, panicking like
a your eye, or did you manage to?
It's like miraculously, I blinked.
Yeah, you probably closed your eyes like, oh, what's that?
At the time,
yeah.
because imagine if it's like that fraction of a second.
No,
imagine if it was.
If you see someone do it naturally.
Naturally, you're gonna go like that. Okay, yeah. Because if for any second it was open, eyeball gone. So I thought, cool. So then obviously someone took me to the Was it in Harlow? No, where did I say? Watford Hospital. Cool. All they had to do is keep putting water on it, nothing more than water. Until they done tests. Then they said, all right, cool. They done tests and they said it was battery acid. They was like, do you know how lucky you are? Because if that was normal acid, your filter would have been melted. It would have gone like normal acid. Are you mad? So they said, that's still bad, but it's fixable. It's doable to, all right, cool. You might be a few scars, but we can put certain things.
I was going to say, because before you said it, I didn't really...
You didn't notice something? Yeah. So then obviously they sent me to Chelmsford Hospital. Is it Chelmsford? Yeah, where they do skin grafts and all that. So they said, yeah, look, the surgeon was like, you actually don't need a skin graft. Like you need to just let that heal and we can give you ointment. And it worked. And I was like, okay, cool.
Thank God. Bro.
Yeah, thank God. And then, since that, I was like, okay, cool. And then after all the Mazar, then I went to Trinidad again for 3 months. And then I came back, and then that was it. Don't worry, nothing happened.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, then I got shot this time.
Yeah, shot this time.
I got kidnapped.
Kidnapped this time. Yeah. So I thought, no. That's when I thought, all right, cool.
So where does it all change then?
It all changes. Like when I went to jail, I'd done a 2-year stretch. Went to jail, come out.
Can you say what it was or no?
Yeah, it was gang violence.
Okay.
Yeah, all to do with the same. You get me?
Wait, gang was so, like...
Gang related, Edmonton, Tottenham.
Oh, okay.
I was in the Edmonton gang, boom, boom, boom. You get it? So yeah. So that was that there. Cool. So I've gone through that mad, dark period of madness. Then I'm thinking, cool, along the way, I'm making babies. Like with beer gallus, mad linking.
How many baby mums you got?
4 baby mums, 7 youths. Yeah, and it's crazy. Active. But you know what's mad? You see, when I was stemming to you lot saying about the love, I denied my own love. And I was so broken and denied my own self, I was finding love in women. It's fair to say, I'm real. Because I was always with another woman. It's just like, cool. When they said they're breeding, why was I not the one like, no, going mad? I just was moving so blasé, which wasn't cool. But I was broken. I was broken as a person, and I'm happy to admit that. And that's what's good about me. I'm very real, and it's good because there's a lot of people that's suffering in silence. And I keep saying that it's that. So many people out there suffering, but they don't know how to speak. One, because
They're
of their...
speaking out using their actions like you were.
Here we go. Some because of their pride and ego, some because they don't know how to, and some show it in different ways, like you say, your actions. So that's where I come as a motivational person to speak. So then I would say my last partner left me a year ago. It's been like 16 months now. I loved her dearly, still love her dearly. And it's crazy because I actually thought I was going to be with her forever because we was very in sync. But she was going through a lot of trauma. When I first met her, I like kind of, with one of my baby mums, after I split up with her, I was on and off with her for some time. Then I found I should have took time out to heal then. This is like a good few years ago, a couple of years ago. But then I met this new person. So cool, it was great. Everything was going good. But you can always stimulate and feel and see and hear when somebody isn't at peace with themselves, because it's very, you know, when a woman's used to somebody dealing with them wrong. And then someone good comes along, they can't deal with it. So they try and coerce, and then they're just dealing with me in a type of way. And I'm like, this ain't making sense. But you know, I'm good for you. But all right, cool. Then I'm acting out of character sometimes, and it's just periodic and it's not changing. She's ended it. You see, from that last year, yeah, I said, F this. I'm going on mad mode now. I'm gonna put my all into me. I'm gonna find me again. That moment on the 7th of August 2022, that's the day that I found myself. And I said, yeah, Jerome, you need to lock in and find you again.
Is that when you got back into acting?
Yeah. No, that's when I got gave myself to God. That's when she ended it. But I made a choice to say, you're just going round and round and round and round. You're getting older now. Because there has to be that pivot moment where, what was that breaking that chain, that cycle? Everyone needs that and wants that sometimes, but they don't know how to. But I had to make a sacrifice to say, I got to do it, man. It's going to be hard because I'm used to being with people or being around friends and doing this and doing that. And then from that moment, I said, you know, it's God.
What was the sacrifice?
My sacrifice was just no longer hanging around with people at all. No more women.
So you're celibate now?
Yeah. We saying Stutter. That was Joe. That was Joe. That was Joe. Joe Stutter. You get me? That Stutter was mad. You see when he hooked me so nang. What do I say? Okay, let me answer to that question. That was nang, because you see the viewers are gonna love that bit. Yeah, like. When I say not giving myself to a woman, because a man that can hold his sexual pleasures is a very disciplined man and 100%. A strong man, 100%. And okay, what I will say is this is mad, but I'm real, bro. I was still laying down with one of my baby mums. I'm real, but what I wasn't doing is searching for women.
Okay.
I wasn't going out, still linking. So that was a sacrifice that I said to myself, let me hold myself to myself and focus on me, evolve, find myself again, heal, find my traumas, my inner traumas from the core. Because it can always look good on the exterior, but you need to find those deep-rooted issues that trigger you and bother you and identify them. And two things I'll say to you lot, yeah, you see in life, which is very paramount. Life is all about accepting and forgiving. When you can accept what will be, but we like to hang on because we feel like no, but then in the Bible it says do not lean on your own understanding, because a lot of us like to lean on our own understanding and think we know it's the way, but our life has been written, bro, and I let God lead the way. But it's crazy because if you don't accept, you're always going to be, it's heaviness on yourself. And that's what I always say to people that are so angry with the world and holding so much resentment and hate. In all fairness, you can fire shots, but who's the only person hurting? Yourself. That's why you need to let that go. I was very angry with the world. Self-explanatory. It's no one's fault that I got stabbed, I got bullied, I got shot at, I got this, I got that. It's not no one's fault. It was something that I went through that I didn't know how to deal with alone. So I was always angry with people. Literally, I was always angry, like catching up with people, just acting just not cool. But then I understood later on and felt to myself, bro, like what you're doing is you're damaging yourself to a point of degree, like you're just becoming mentally unstable. And then I got diagnosed with mental health as well.
Serious?
Yeah, PTSD and bipolar. So
yeah, I can't lie, but getting stabbed that many times,
yeah,
not having PTSD,
yeah,
you would have done well not to have that.
Not have that, yeah.
That's traumatic.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, man. Yeah, so it's like dealing with that as well, and that's a narrative, and I just felt all right, cool. But like for me, I said to myself, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take time out. That was the main thing. Let me take time out, reevaluate, and assess what I'm about to do now. And I thought, you know what, bro, just go and give yourself to God, man. Because I'm always praying, and God is real, bro. I'm telling you.
Why God? You know, people give like, what made you think, oh, God?
Because I was born a Christian, and I'm a strong believer in prayer, and that's just what I feel is for me. And God speaks to us through prayer and through spirit. And every time I do pray, I feel it, and my prayers are always being answered, and I just think it's very wholesome. And I think the day that I did get myself baptized, like it was such an amazing feeling. It was an amazing feeling, I tell you that. And some people say, like, did you feel a change straight away, or did it come in time? I kid you not, bro. The moment I got like laid down in the water and come back up, bro, I was reborn again. Literally, I've not stopped chasing God since that day. I chase it, bro, every single day. I pray every single day. And you know what? I stay true to myself. I'm still healing, but I've made such a dramatic transformation this year, and it is just so graceful, bro. Like, it feels good. And I keep saying it on every podcast that I go on, bro. Words can't even express how I feel now. I feel brand new. And it's funny because I'm Jerome again. I was once born as Jerome, then I was Small Man, then I was, obviously my artist name is Jab the Roosh. But do you know what's crazy, bro? Now that I've found Jerome again, it feels weird. Why would it feel weird if I'm meant to be who God created me to be, which is Jerome? But you get so lost and damaged in the midst of life that you lose that tunnel vision, and you lose touch and sense of who you are. So now that I've got back to being me, I'm like, rah, this feels good. That is how broken I was and finished I was. And there's a lot of people out there that are in that predicament or feeling and situation and don't know, have any form of way. And I always tell people say, I ain't got no hope or I can't do this. I don't believe in that word, I can't. Once you put your mind something, I'm the manifest king, bro. Anything I put my mind to, it comes to fruition.
It's funny you touched on a point earlier that
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned something, and I think it's important for a progressive message to the people. And but I wanted to let you run through what's happened to you. Is you said that you realised the boys you were chilling with, they don't care about you. What was that realisation, and what made you come to that? That you finally realised, like, oh,
It was just the fact that, no one really come to see me in hospital. No one really like rid out for me at the time when that mentality was about. No one just cared. It was just no one cared after that as well. Not even my well-being. But I was still spreading love, man, giving love. So
how did this transition into the movie that you're in now?
with the movie Sumotherhood, I started really going in full force.
Yeah, when did you get back into acting as well?
I only been back into acting properly this year, the past few months.
Damn.
It's
And you landed something a bit...
so quick because I'm fearless and I like,
muscle memory, like that foundations of when you're a kid.
brought it back
Like
and
for
said,
me, like I did martial arts, and even so much when I did boxing casually when I was like 21, they were like, "What martial art did you do before?"
Yeah.
And it's so young, and I hadn't done martial arts for years.
Years.
You know, when you learn things as a kid, you don't really lose it.
And that's what it is for me, because I remembered, like you said, but I said this year I'm gonna go hard, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put my all into every single thing that I do. I'm relentless. Like you see with me, bro, I don't stop. I keep going. And I said I asked God to bless me with more opportunities for my music, more for my modeling, more for my fashion, more for the acting. Yeah, but it's all about putting in that work, bro. I've been grinding hard and every day. And it's not always about what you know, it's who you know.
100%.
It's always about your personality and how people perceive you and your perception, how you carry yourself, what comes out of your mouth. Yeah, you need to have a level of professionalism for people to even take a look in you, bro. How you carry yourself, your vocabulary, how you present yourself, your image. And you see me, brother, I move in a certain unique way about myself, and I'm always by myself. I pull up. I've just come back from Birmingham and Wolverhampton. Got changed, come back, I'm here now. Had a fashion show yesterday, went very well. I knew I had the thing with you, doing this. And it's all about that growth. So that's where we're at right now, bro. And I'll be honest with you, I kid you not, like, I'm in a really, really, really good position right now, and I'm trying to spread that nurturing and that love to help everybody out there, because that's what I do. I'm powered up, bro. I'm powered.
I can tell you got the juice right now.
Yeah, I'm powered up, bro. And that's not all because of the fame and all this coming. I don't give a rocks, bro. Do you know what it is? I love doing what I do. I'm so pure-hearted and clean that people can't comprehend why I'm like this, because it's me.
So how'd you go about landing such a big role?
Big role. Okay, so I just always went to places like where other people was going that had nothing to do with me, and just made myself known, getting to know people. There was the castings. I've always applied for castings. I've always signed up to agencies. I've done the groundwork. I've done my bit for people to reach out to me. It's been word of mouth, people who you know as well. Some people said to me, look, Jab, there's something going on. I know in-house people, it might be good. Fill in an application form. I've really sat down and done the application form. I've done those things. So that's how it was. That one come about through someone busting me, my bridge in Montana. And I literally went for the audition. Then after that, I got picked, and then I was on a 3-day set, and then it just grew and evolved. And I said, raw. And in between that, I've done other little bits and pieces where I said, right, this is mad. This is literally crazy, bro. It's mad. And I was like, going to the premiere and seeing myself on it, and then being in the credits, I was like, raw, this is mad.
It's a crazy feeling, especially considering everything that you've mentioned today as well.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. But it's onwards and upwards. I'm happy, and gratitude is a must. Every single day, I'm grateful for life within itself. Everything else is a blessing, bro. That's all it is, and that's all I can say. I can't say nothing more, because I'm just enjoying every moment of every day, and I've got a lot of love to give now, happily, and not feeling like I've got to throw it out to be loved. My love is more pure and authentic now, because I've accepted me now, and I love me again now, and I'm very selective with who I'm around. I've taken back my energy. I've learned to say no. I'm not a people pleaser, and my boundaries are sky high now. You don't get that from me. You don't get that from me now. And it's hard for people to coerce and comprehend how he's like this now. Because it's always been in me to do that. But now I've found myself again and people can't do it. So that means God is just releasing these people from my life and placing the correct people. And like I keep saying, my cutoff game is savage right now. Yeah, it's savage. You don't get that from me now. Yeah. If you can't utilize anything for me, or if it doesn't fit within what I'm doing,
add any value to your life.
Any value to my life, then I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a millionaire. I will be. I'm trying to get to a pinnacle of my life and manifest for greatness, not for richness, for wealth, my bro. I've got 7 kids. I've got a mum and dad. How many men are out there that can say if their mum or dad or anybody passed away, touch wood, could you fend for that funeral, bro? But you're out here buying Dior's. It means nothing. But what people do is look at me and think, I know how to piece things together, bro. I'll shop in Selfridges. I'll shop in Primark. I'll shop in H&M. But it's not about that. Don't worry about what I'm doing. If I'm able and capable, that's because I'm able and capable. But I've got money in my bank. I've got investments. I'm trying to do. I still work 2 9-to-5s. Whatever you do in life does not determine, you in a negative way unless you are doing bad. Never let people deter you away from who you are meant to be. Not from who you are now, from who you are meant to be. And people always suffer with depression because of indecision. They overthink, and indecision is when you start overthinking and you're indecisive. When you're indecisive about something, you don't know how to make up a solution or result because you're overthinking. And a lot of people suffer because they allow other people to deter themselves away from their own self. That's why you've got to not let people in your boundaries. Protect yourself. It's called peace of mind. Peace of mind, trust me. And on that note,
Well, that was proper motivational speech. I was just like, I can't even get.
Oh, thank you, bro.
I was just like, I need to let you float, rumble.
oh, thank you, man.
Do you know what though? I was gonna be cheeky,
Yeah, no, go on, bro.
because I know you sing,
I would love to sing, bro.
and I want to get a something for
Is
the pod.
there any music we can play? You got a speaker or something quickly or something, bro?
Is there a speaker anyway?
I don't know, my beat's a bit offbeat if I start clapping, bro.
Oh, the speaker. We can play it out loud. I can play it on my phone.
Off the phone?
Yeah, say
Give us
nothing,
a phone.
Yeah, we ready.
First
Yeah.
Domino freestyle.
Yeah. Alright, let's go, man. Let's run it. You know me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I am thankful for the blessings that He gave to me in my life. And I am grateful for the time that I spent with Him. Oh, I was searching for a bit of me, but now I found me again. So they tried to take myself away from me, but I put my trust in G-O-D. That's who saved me. It's your boy Jab the Roosh, Big Dripper. You already know, man.
Come on.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that's one of the best sign-offs right there, boy. Listen, you've seen it here again, Domino Effect. Is there anything else you got coming up that you want to just tell people, plug yourself?
Yeah, so there's a new film coming out called Growing Pains. Big up Natasha Adams, the director. I'm in that.
You're in that?
Yeah.
The cast messaged to jump on because
Okay.
I know Was from back in the day.
Yes.
So they messaged me like saying, oh, they want to jump on.
Get them
I
on.
know, and I saw Was was here. I was just like, oh, bro.
Yeah.
I known him from like...
From way back.
Briz, you know Was as well. He went Palmer's. South Asian brother.
You trying to remember? Once he sees the face, yeah.
So I saw him, I was like, bro, like, yeah.
They're doing really well at the moment, man. Yeah, so I'm in that.
They're supposed to jump on as well, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll reach out to them again, actually.
Yeah, get them on, man. They're doing big things. I'm in that. I'm in the process of writing a book.
Oh, sick.
and it's called Small Man, my old name, and in the process of making the film as well. So we've started filming it as well. And yeah, man, I've got the fashion show that I had yesterday was amazing. Big up Monique, big up the Culture Runway. I just want to big up my guy Afi as well. Knowledge is power, and so much is coming in the pipeline, man. But I'm just taking every stride as it comes and just flowing and just sailing. Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Big up, man.
You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, people. You get me?
Ski up.